Hi, I am Ina, founder Spark and Feel, and I'm telling about my founder's journey. If you're interested to know the day-to-day of a startup founder, follow me on this YouTube channel. I would like to make the quick update. It felt almost like nothing happened, but today I can proudly share 3 big successes. First, the application that I sent to one of the Berlin accelerators was successful, and on Monday me and my co-founder are going to pitch to the accelerator. We have 10 minutes overall. We will have 3 minutes for the pitch and 5 to 7 minutes for Q&As. This is really exciting, and this is the second time that I will be going through the process. In May this year, I already applied for this accelerator. We also had a call. I had a very positive feedback, but unfortunately I didn't have the co-founder. So the director of the program suggested me to look for the co-founder and apply again. Now, 3 months later, I have a co-founder. My pitch is much better because I was pitching a little bit everywhere, just to train my I also I'm also part of the Toastmasters club, so in this last 3 months I improved my speaking techniques, hopefully, and the presentation skills, and I have also seen other pitches, which also gave me a lot of inspiration and a lot of ideas on how I can do better with my pitch. So this is number 1. Number 2, this is not directly related to the startup, but indirectly related to my startup. A few months ago, I was contacted by European Commission. In October, they organize a conference about innovations in palliative care of cancer patients. And they found my social media, me talking about breast cancer, and they liked what I was talking about. So they invited me as a speaker to talk about the patient's part of the journey. They invited me as a patient advocate, and I will be part of the panel on one of the days. So this conference will take place on the 7th and 8th of October in Brussels, and my panel is dedicated to community and support of friend and family support. And today is important because the submission to this conference was open. I signed up. I also proposed to have a stand. I want to make short videos of women around me who have breast cancer, or who either are going through cancer, or are survivors, or are palliative in the palliative stage. I want to make short videos called Day in the Life of a Cancer Patient, for example. That's a preliminary idea. I want to talk about stigma that goes around palliative stages. I want to say that cancer, like when you say a palliative cancer patient, it doesn't mean that you're 90 years old or you're lying on your deathbed. I know 2 women, one is not even in her 40s and the other one in her 70s, who are being in the palliative state. They're extremely active. They do a lot. They are living their life fully. They continue living with the support of different medications, and they may die from something completely different. The goal of my videos that I want to showcase during this conference is that yes, we still have the stigma about palliative cancer, and by showing these examples, I want to bring a happy side of this stage of cancer, and also give hope that maybe next month, maybe next year, we will find a new treatment which will improve the quality of life of these patients. So this conference is predominantly for scientists and doctors. I understood that from all the panelists, I am the only non-doctor and non-scientist. That's why it's going to be cool. It's a little bit like an imposter syndrome stuff. I am asking myself, like, okay, am I even valid in this conference? But hey, they saw my profile, they talked with me, and they know what I will bring. So hopefully I will bring something new and a different angle of the story. And so yes, today I signed up, I submitted like all the necessary details for them to book a trip for me and the hotel, and I'm really looking forward to this new experience, this new, totally new experience to me. And then the third point that I wanted to mention is that I made a submission for a book proposal. That's something huge that I still don't believe in. Well, it doesn't mean anything, right? I just sent this proposal, but I feel very proud. For the last several years, I was thinking about what I really want to do in life. I came to the conclusion that I don't want to be an office worker. Then I came to the conclusion that I like to talk through videos. I like to talk through my social media. I'm quite comfortable presenting. I don't shy away from having a spotlight on me. It probably depends like to which extent. It's not that I crave or I want to be famous or something like that, but I don't mind being like out there. And so all of these thoughts and personal steps brought me to the fact that my love for storytelling, my life experience, the fact that I don't want to be employed can be also translated into a book. So this is one of the manifestations of this. And then I thought about writing a book in Ukrainian for the Ukrainian audience about all of my experiences, and the main goal of the book is to motivate people to do something that they have always been thinking about but never dared to do. I want to talk about my experience with breast cancer, about my professional experience, which is not linear. I started working in a small company, they worked in a corporation, then I tried to found a yoga studio, then I returned to the tech industry and worked in a couple of startups. Then I was laid off. Then I started my YouTube channel, and now I'm founding a startup. I think my professional but also personal journey is quite interesting and can be inspiring and can show people who just believe in one way that there are other, like many ways to do something. So these are my 3 successes for today. And now I'm taking my laptop and go to the library to work. And after this, I'll meet with a friend for a little pre-dinner picnic. I'm really happy with how things are turning out this week. So hope you also celebrate little successes. Hi there, this is Ina from Spark and Heal, and I'm talking about my startup journey. Yesterday, me and my co-founder had a preliminary call with one of the accelerators, and we didn't go through. It's the second time that I applied for the same accelerator, and of course I didn't do some of the homework because they asked me to two things. First, to find a co-founder, and second, to develop an MVP. I complied with the first task, but I didn't have enough time probably and resources to do the second one. So I came with no MVP, and as a result, yeah, we were banned from, well, not banned, but we didn't go through the next round. And so I didn't feel good about it. I didn't feel good about myself in particular, because I knew that this was the requirement, yet I didn't do anything about it. Well, in reality, in all fairness, I did something, but I didn't do enough. I tried to look around for people who could help me develop MVP, and then I was debating whether I should make it develop from scratch or start with Circle. And I decided to start with Circle, but in the end, I just didn't do it. I cannot say whether it was laziness, or it definitely was not lack of the will, but I just didn't do it. Either way, the interview went well, but we didn't go through the round. And what happened this morning? This morning I decided that I cancel all of my plans and I just dedicate my time to self-discovery, to thinking about what I want, whether it's a good idea to continue with a startup. Of course, a lot of self-doubt, of course, a lot of self-flagellation, of course, a lot of criticism, self-criticism. And so I started drawing, and maybe you can see here, so I took a lot of my art supplies, my sketchbooks, watercolors, and I decided that the best way for me to go through the day today is to forget everything that concerns my startup or whatever professional activities I want to develop, and just focus on something completely different, preferably creative, because from my experience, if I do something, if I engage myself in a creative task, I tend to relax, I tend to forget about stress, and when I come back to the world, some solutions may pop up as a result of this creative activity. But while I was drawing, I received an email. During my lunch break, I looked at my emails, and surprise, surprise, I saw that me and my co-founder were invited to the second round next Wednesday. So what is that? Did they lack qualified leads? Did they like our idea or us as a team? Did they want to give us a chance? I don't know, but we are going to take this second interview, and meanwhile, my co-founder developed a quick script for a chatbot on the website. I have my website that I launched almost a year ago. I started this website just very simple with my coaching services. And then I kept the name Spark and Heal. I didn't do anything in particular with this website, but now we decided to shift it into a more professional kind of realm, to add this chatbot, and I will have enough time to tweak a little bit the website so it looks more like the startup site and not like a coaching. Oh my god, which brings me back into the future, I wanted to say, which brings me back into past. When I decided to do my social media project, I also wanted to give myself a little bit more credibility and to do something really big. And I decided that something that I was going through at the time, I was doing online dating with scars and stuff. I decided that I can help other women to also embrace their inner and outer beauty and go to and start online dating. And so I contacted all the breast cancer organizations that I could find around me, and I found one who agreed to provide me with their database. They put the announcement about my webinar about dating after breast cancer into their newsletter, and they were quite supportive about that. So for that particular reason I created the website, and my original thought was becoming a dating coach for women after cancer. That's so interesting now to look back and to see how these dots connect. So I can say that my creative day brought fruit. I'm still not done. There is still enough time in the day to continue drawing and also engage in other creative activities. With this said, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Bye.